Hi guys, it's Brie. Today I'm going to show you how to knit a scarf. And I don't want mine to be too wide. And I don't know exactly how long I want it to be yet. Maybe to wrap around twice. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I'm going to be using this Red Heart pooling yarn in the color Papaya Pooling. And it's just a color changing yarn. I think it's really pretty. So to start off, you're going to take I want 17 stitches wide. So I'm going to try to make sure I have enough. So I'll do an arm's length and a half just to make sure I have enough. And then I'm going to do a slip knot. If you don't know how to do a slip knot, super simple. Some people do it different ways, but I've done it this way since I was younger because I started crocheting and I haven't been knitting for that long, so I don't really know the terminology. So don't judge me. You can take it like this, twist it, and then if you pinch that little like crossing section, pull the yarn through just like that, and it makes a loop. And if you pull them apart, it will tighten the loop, and if you pull the loop, it will loosen and like expand, and that's how you know it's a slip knot. To show you it differently, you can twist it, and holding it like this might look super weird, but it's gonna cross over. So you want it to bend over the crossed area and pick up the yarn on the other side. If that doesn't make sense, you can have it like this, wrap it around like that, have this cross over, and just pull it through your hand. They all make a slip knot. Whatever way you feel comfortable with, you can do. So now that you have your slip knot, you're gonna take your knitting needle, and I'm using size 8, so 5 millimeters, and just tighten the slip knot a good amount, not too tight. And now what you're gonna do is, actually, let me show you on the blue, just so you can see it against my skin. Let me do it with blue and pink, so then you can see exactly what I mean. So I'm gonna have it like this, pinch it like that, bring it down. I'm gonna have the needle, just gonna hold the slip knot down, and have the needle go behind that, just like that, in front, and pull it around, and then through, just like that. Does that make sense? So we'll go like that, and then through. I'll show you from different angles too. So I'm gonna have it like this. I'm gonna go behind, just like that, through, like around that one, and then right through, just like that. So I'm gonna be doing 17 of those. Okay, so now that you have all of your stitches, you want to get the long strand out of the way. And I did not need anywhere near that much, so it's okay. I can cut it later, or I could start over closer. I'm not gonna though. So basically, I'm just putting this to the side. This is I'm gonna call this the loose end, and this is the connected end, because this is connected to my ball of yarn. I'm gonna pull a ball of yarn on the right side and have the loose end on the left, just so it's out of the way. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have like the knotted, I guess, part on the bottom. Pull your stitches closer to the edge, but not like off of it, and you're gonna put the needle through, just like that. And I'm gonna do a knit stitch first. So basically, if you have them crossed, you're gonna do the knit over, just like that, and then pull it through. So I'll show you from a few different angles. The first one might be a little hard to do because it's like the end and it's a little bit loose. So you get just like that. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna put it through. I'm gonna wrap it around. So it's just gonna go around that right needle So to explain a little better, I'm going to push my right needle through the loop on my left needle and have it come out the back, so behind the left needle. I'm going to wrap the yarn around the right needle, and the yarn should be between, just like that. That's the one I'm pulling right there. And then you're going to just pull that through the loop on the left needle, and then pull the loop on the left needle off. So I'm going to do knit stitches all the way down, and then I'll do purls on the other side. Okay, now when you're doing your last stitch, same exact thing, put it through, and now your left needle comes off, and it looks super tiny, but you could like spread it out. Now your working yarn, that's the connected yarn, is always going to be on the right side of your left needle. Now I'm going to do purl stitches. And basically for purl stitches, we're going to have, it's going to be looking like bumpy, as opposed to like what a normal knit stitching would look like, where it's like a braid. So I actually have a braid, so, and it's messy, but so it would kind of be like a V, like that. That would be what a normal knit stitch would look like, and that's from purls. So at least that's my understanding of it. So for purl, your left needle is going to be in the back, your right needle is going to come through the front of the first loop. Then you're going to, just so you can see, you're going to wrap the yarn around the right needle and pull it through through the left needle. I'm sorry, this is just weird to record like this. You're going to do the same thing. So just like that, wrap it around and then pull it through. Okay, and if it's too loose, it's going to be more difficult to work with. If you like it loose, like the yarn looser, it's okay too. So maybe so I'm going to push it like right through that loop, and then I'm going to have it go around. Then I'm going to pull it off like that. I'm going to do that until my heart's desire. It's purls straight across on one side and knits straight across on one side. Super easy. And you'll see some progress. Okay, so I'm just finishing up my last row now, and I'm doing my purl stitches. And last purl. Okay, now I turned my needle so then the yarn is on the right side, and just so you guys can see how long it is, I'll show you. So like I said, I wanted it to wrap around 2 times. So it's like, let's say like down here. So it's pretty long now. And it's a good length, you know. I'm not being too picky, and also so a lot of people don't like doing this, but I want to iron this out so it's nice and straight the whole way instead of like curled together. I know I look like someone who does not know how to put a scarf on, but yeah. So I'm going to show you how to finish off your project. So you do it on a knit stitch, like with a knit stitch, at least I'm going to. So on this side, I'm going to do it so you could see. Try to see. Let's see if I can turn this for you. So it's going to be like this. I'm going to get it to the end. I'm going to do 1 knit stitch, slip it off my needle, just like that. Do another knit stitch, slip that off of my needle, just like that. I'm going to take the first stitch that I did and just pull it over the second stitch that I did. So then there's only one stitch on my knitting needles. So I'll show you that from the back. So maybe you can see it a little better. So I already have that stitch there. So I'm going to do another knit stitch, wrap the yarn around, slide that stitch off, pull the first stitch over the second stitch, just like that. And I'm going to do that all the way until I finish this row. And this is just me binding off, I think it's called. And then after I do this to the whole row, then I'll finish off the project and be done. And I am gonna weave in the end of the rope, the end of the yarn, not right now, because I would like to, I want to iron it first, but I will show you it when it's done being ironed. Okay, so I'm on to the second to last bind off, I'll say, and then here's the last one. And now you will be left with one. I'm just going to use my fingers for this part. I'm just going to take that back one and pull it over, and you'll be left with one stitch on. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut it and leave some tail so you can actually weave it in, cut it, and then pull it through. I'll show you that. One sec. Okay, so I have this one last stitch on my needle. That's how it looks. I'm gonna cut, let's like cut a good amount off. Not too much, too little. You know that it's like this. You can use a tapestry, whatever, needle. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it off my hook. So it's like this, like this. I'm gonna open it up a little, take my fingers, and just pull it through. It's just gonna make a little knot. And just like that, I'm gonna pull it, and it's done. My scarf is done. Okay, guys? So you'll weave in your ends, and I'm gonna iron it, and we will see how that looks. Okay, so here's the finished product. It's perfect. So I'll show you. There you go. It looks perfect. I wove in the ends, and it's so much longer than I thought after I ironed it, which is totally fine because I was kind of getting a little insecure about the length, but like, okay, so it's like if I extend my arms, it's down to like my fingertips. Oh, let me readjust, hold on. It's nice and long, and now it's perfect. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day. Bye. Okay, guys, just one last thing, because I just want to show you how long the scarf actually is. And just so you have an idea of how long it is, I am almost 5'1", okay? That chair is about 1.5 feet off the ground, okay? And it's like dragging on the ground. So just to let you know that. But yeah, thanks for watching.